Hi everyone. Reflection paper is one of the major assignments commonly assigned by professors in college program. Therefore, it is important to know what reflection is and how to write a reflection paper. This video will discuss information as well as strategies for writing an effective reflection paper. We always reflect on everyday problems and situations. What went well? What didn't? Why? How do I feel about it? According to Jasper 2003, reflection is the way that we learn from an experience in order to understand and develop practice. In other words, reflection is a type of thinking aimed at achieving better understanding and leading to new learning. Reflection papers provide the opportunity to communicate with your professor or instructor concerning how a particular article, lecture, or experience forms your understanding of course material. Although reflection papers are more personal than other forms of academic writing, you must still write it in a formal structure. Reflection papers are short, usually ranging from 300 to 700 words, and consist of three main structures: introduction, body, and conclusion. Introductions include what happened or what is being examined. Here is the place where you identify any expectation you had for any particular reading, lectures, or experience. At the end of the introduction, you should include your thesis statement, a sentence that briefly transitions your expectation to your final conclusions and provides focus and cohesion for your reflection paper. The second part of your reflection papers is body, which provides your exploration and analysis. Here, you should explain the understanding you have after the reading, lecture, or experience. This body may consist of multiple paragraphs depending on how many understandings or lessons you have at the end of the reading, lecture, and experience. You should clearly describe how you come to each of the understanding or lesson and write each of the understanding or lesson in a separate paragraph. Each paragraph should have its own topic sentence, which obviously point out major points and understanding. The last part of your reflection paper is conclusion. Here you end your reflection with a summary, which concisely describes what you have learned from your reading or experience. There are several strategies to get you started writing your reflection paper. First, identify the main themes. Take notes, 1 to 3 sentences summarizing the reading, lecture, and experience. Make your notes descriptive and brief. Then record any important materials. Write important quotation or summarize passages. Take notes on any specific parts of your experience. Also, make a chart or table. A chart or table could be helpful in keeping track of your ideas. For example, you can create a chart of 3 columns. Record your main lessons or experience in the first column. Write your response in the second column. Explain how much you are going to share your response in the third column. And list each major lessons or experience in a separate row. Finally, ask questions to yourself. Asking yourself questions pertinent to the reading, lecture, and experience and how it is connected to you would help you measure your feeling and identify your response. Some of the questions could include: does the reading or lecture challenge you? How? Why? How has the reading or lecture changed your perspective? And many other questions. As you are writing your reflection paper, remember the following things. You can use I and we in your reflection paper to describe your feeling and response because it is more personal than other types of academic writing. At the same time, your reflection should be calm and considerate in tone. You should review the words and sentences used in your paper to ensure that your paper is clearly well written. These are some of the words and phrases you can use in your body paragraph. These are some of the words and phrases you can use in your conclusion paragraph. To shift your arguments and introduce specific details smoothly, you could use transitional signals such as, for example, for instance, as a result, and an opposite view is. Before we end our video, let's have a quick review. Reflection is a method of learning from a certain article, lecture, or experience aimed to understand and develop practice. In order to write an effective reflection paper, you should follow a certain structure and apply some strategies described in the video. I hope this video helped you understand what reflection is and how to write an effective reflection paper. Bye!